Dear distinguished guests, friends and colleagues, this is a great pleasure and honor to address you today, unfortunately not physically this time. I'm very pleased and delighted to participate in today's event, which is about parliamentarism and about parliamentary diplomacy. In 21st century, instead of focusing on key challenges, on digital diplomacy, on other tools and instruments to further enhance our partnership and collaboration, unfortunately we still are focusing on keeping the peace in the world. The brutal aggression by the Russians against Ukraine brought us several centuries back, and instead of developing our partnerships and collaborations based on mutual interest and relying on each of the other countries, unfortunately we still have to face the challenge, which is keeping the peace. I'm delighted to represent Georgia, which has gone through this challenge several years ago, and we know how important is the unity in this regard. It became also our motto: unity is in power. We truly believe that the strength definitely depends on the unity. We as parliamentarians, we have to focus on how to combine our powers and also our instruments to stand together, and we do have the international platforms, international resolutions, which we have to adopt to fight against the aggression and to keep the peace in the world. Another challenge which we are facing is regarding the cyber issue, which is another soft and digital challenge which we are facing in each of the country. The cyber security, which is a very important instrument for the countries, is another instrument for having the war in our countries, and in order to have the strong cyber security in the countries, it is also very important to share the experience and have the instrument digital diplomacy. In this regard, as members of the parliament, and also the tools and instruments which we can have, is also very important. Polarization, which is another hard topic which is discussed in each of the countries, is another point where we have to focus. Polarization is deepening and deepening in each of the countries, and we have to work closely in order to return the trust of the people and also trust to each other, to talk the same language and to be tolerant to each of the ideas and views. Therefore, another challenge which jointly the parliamentarians have to work is to find out the best ways and solutions on fighting against polarization and increasing the level of the polarization. Gender, which is the issue, and gender equality, where Georgia, I have to proudly say, that has had pretty good experience and challenges in recent years. We have adopted several concept papers as well as resolutions. We also changed the international platforms such as Istanbul Convention and other instruments, UN Coalition on Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. Therefore, it is very important that parliamentarians have enough resources, both intellectual and also financial resources, to on the one hand develop the concepts on further executing the gender equality in our countries. I hope that these few elements which I have listed down will be several points where we'll be combining our efforts, joining our powers, and working closely together to further have the better world in our century. Thank you very much.